Hey there, Unsolved Mysteries fans, Wayward Legacy back at you with another video. So, it's been about a week since my last video, so I just kind of wanted to give an update as to why I really haven't been posting. Like, I know a lot of you have been wanting, more videos and stuff like that. I picked up NHL 17 the other day, and, so I've been playing that, and playing Advanced Warfare and stuff like that. I've been reading some of the comics I've been getting in the mail and stuff like that. So, and a lot of my TV shows are back, and that's kind of why I've been away. Just because I've had all this stuff going on. Like I said, I've been playing a lot of NHL 17, which is a really good game. So many hockey fans out there, definitely go pick that up. It's a great game. It's a lot harder it's a lot more harder than last year's game, but it's a good game nonetheless. But yeah, that's basically why I've been away. I'm just gonna get right into it right now. So this case is the case of Hugh Harland. So I'll give you the details of the case, and then I'll give you my thoughts. It's been a little bit since I've seen this case. I saw it fairly recently, maybe about 3-4 months back when I was kind of watching some Unsolved Mysteries, and I wasn't anything that I had or saw on TV. Like, there's no episodes with Stack on TV, obviously. Yeah, I can't even find Unsolved Mysteries on TV anymore. But yeah, it's just some videos that I came across on the internet. There's some links in YouTube and stuff. And if you want to hit me up on Twitter, I can give you those links, and I'll have my Twitter in the description. So if you want the links for the Unsolved Mysteries channel, I'll give the links in the description. Obviously, I would do it right here on YouTube, but it's kind of risky doing that. Because like I said, a lot of links have been taken down. When Nam Soodle used to do it, and he'd send the links to people. And then John Cosgrove's people, or any people who are associated with Unsolved Mysteries or Viacom, whoever it is, that are taking these videos down, probably found out about, or have found out about, the different links up, and I'd rather just tell you. You can direct message me on Twitter or whatever if you follow me, and I'll give you the channel link, and you can check out the videos there. The guy has quite a lot of them, so. But yeah, anyway, that's enough about that. Anyway, so yeah, this is the case of Hugh Harland, and I'll give you the details of the case, and then I'll give you my thoughts and theories on it. And it's not too long of a case. It's pretty brief, pretty straightforward. And I'll give you the details, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so Hugh Harland was a native of Morro Bay, California. He was self-employed as a fisherman and did his work when he saw fit, also volunteering to help neighbors out of personal fulfillment. Although regarded by the community as atypical and quirky, he got along well with others, and his foibles, I think is what that word says, were viewed as living his own life the way that he wanted to, and respecting others. Although he seemed well adjusted in a seacoast community like Morro Bay, his personal life had some problems. He was married to Diane Harlin, I believe is what her name is, D-I-A-N, so that's what I'm thinking it is, Diane, and known among the town gossip as the dog lady, as she loved her dogs more than people. They were known locally to have a stormy marriage, with her squandering his major income and doing things to intentionally enrage him. When she was found murdered on the beach after walking her dog, he was a chief suspect. The local police interrogated him after attempting to get him to confess on the basis that they knew of the rocky marriage, and that she had always pushed his buttons. His alibi seemed plausible until police revealed that she had died as a result of being asphyxiated from a dog leash, to which he abruptly revised his statement that her dogs found their way home and were without their leashes. Whereas originally he stated that they found their way home and were wearing their leashes. Although the change in story intensified the interrogation, eventually the police ruled him as a suspect. Although investigators didn't believe he committed the murder, they felt he knew more than about it than he had claimed, and may have been concealing facts out of fear. 4 years later, in November 1986, he was at work and needed to run home to get the right tools, which was his most recent sighting. Friends found his pickup truck deserted on the side of the road and his personal possessions left behind. Few people believe he vanished on his own, but several people believed he was harmed by the person who killed Diane. So, this is an interesting case. It could go two either ways. Either he did it, and he was just smart about it to kind of convince police kind of to rule him out as a suspect. Because you got to think about it as well. Like the article said, they had a rocky marriage, and they fought constantly. And Diane loved her dogs over people. So maybe Hugh got jealous of that, and they started fighting, and maybe he choked her with a leash. It's a hard, and just because of the fact that he changed his statement and all that, that's pretty fishy. And no pun intended, because he was a fisher. So, and also I believe during the Unsolved Mysteries segment, what he did is or what they're claiming that he did was or like when the truck was found, what they claimed he did was he exited his truck and had like a bag with him, and he kind of threw his stuff in the nearby bush. Because I believe if you go back and you watch that case, and they do the dramatization of it, what the actor who plays Hugh does is he gets out of the truck, and he begins walking, and then he tosses his keys and whatever else into the woods. And then you watch back and you watch the friends discover the truck, and then they look, and then one of the friends is kind of searching around or whatever, and he's just like, "Hey, here's the keys to the truck," and he holds them up. So that was kind of fishy as well. And so yeah, you could lean to that theory that he did it, and then maybe he thought that the police would find out, like end up finding more evidence, or end up ruling him as a suspect again, and maybe he just wanted to get out of town. But then I also believe that apparently Hugh liked his truck, or one of the friends said or something like that. Like I said, my mind's a little fuzzy on the case because it's been a little while since I've seen it. And the article on this is pretty brief, so it doesn't give everything on it. But I believe one of his friends said that that Hugh wouldn't leave his truck behind like that. So you could also lean towards that maybe he knew who attacked him, or who killed his wife. And then, maybe he thought maybe he was going to go to the police, so, this guy could finally, get justice for the crime that he committed. And then, maybe, he either made threats to Hugh, or, he hurt Hugh in some way. And then, so if you could go with the threat theory, Hugh just wanted to get out of town, so, probably what he did was he left his truck there, tossed his keys into the woods, and then, just kind of took off and vanished into hiding or whatever. Or you could lead to the way that, maybe he was possibly killed or, hurt in some way, and then the suspect or whatever, took his truck and, kind of made it look like it, like Hugh just kind of disappeared and vanished off. So, it's, like I said, it's a pretty brief case. It could go either way, but, that's, I don't know, for me to have an actual, like, opinion on it of what way it would have went is hard, because it really could have went either way. Hugh could be still alive somewhere. He was born in 1935, I believe, so I guess he could still be alive today. I don't really know, but or he could have been killed. I don't know. It's hard because like I said, it could be one or the other, and it's one of those cases where where I can't make a decision on it, because it could be one thing or the other. And I kind of want to get this this video, because it's been a little bit since I did a it's been about a week since I did an Unsolved Mysteries video. There's nothing really else on this case really. It's still unsolved. Hugh's never been found as far as I know. So that's interesting. And I hope someday that for whatever family he has, that they end up finding out what happened or something. But yeah, like I said, I wanted to get this video out because it's been a little while, and I've had people in the comment section, asking for more videos and stuff like that, and I want to give you guys as much content as I possibly can. And I also wanted to point this out. We're actually at 19 subscribers now, so that's pretty cool. This channel is growing, Back when I first started this channel, I never thought I'd ever reach 19 subscribers, but here we go. I've reached that. And, it might not be a big milestone to a lot of people, like a lot of the major YouTubers that have, over like 100,000 or, beyond that. But it's big to me, because going into this, I didn't think I would ever get almost to 20 subscribers, so that's pretty cool. I remember back when I was doing these videos, I only had 4 subscribers, and I kept, pumping them out and pumping them out. And, now we've made it to 19, and we're 1 away from 20, so that's awesome. And, thank you for that, and thank you for the support, and, watching the videos and liking them and everything. I'm really glad that, you guys like the content that I'm putting out for you, and, I'm glad this series is getting as much, attention as it has, because like I've said in previous videos, like a few different times, is there's really not a whole lot of unsolved mysteries out there, except for like the different channel links that people have. But you have to, like I said, you really have to look through the internet, and you really have to scrub through it and go through YouTube to actually find any unsolved mysteries on here. And like that's how I did to find the channel which I had on, which has unsolved mysteries on it, and it's got quite a few different. Well, it's got a lot of different segments and stuff on it, like they're hour-long segments, or even more than that. But yeah, like I really had because with this series, it's kind of hard, kind of to, just read an article and then, at least for me, it's kind of hard to just read an article about the case. I actually like to watch the case and see people's interviews on it. Just because you look at cases like this one, right? On the Unsolved Mysteries Wiki website, it doesn't have everything that was talked about. Like like I said before, with like the friend that said, Hugh wouldn't leave his truck behind, and that's not in the article. So that's also why I like to watch the cases as well. And I love Robert Stack as the host of Unsolved Mysteries. He was always awesome. And that's why I try to go so hard to look for different videos and stuff like that, but it's hard. And you really, like I said, you really have to search through YouTube and search through the web to find any kind of unsolved mysteries around. Because like it's been said in previous videos, if you look at Nam's Noodles channel, and like he said, like you can't buy these. Like you can't buy the unsolved mysteries. Sure, they have like the best of unsolved mysteries. They have bizarre murders and the UFO cases and ghost cases and stuff like that, and like mysterious legends. But they don't have like all these other different cases. They only have a select few. They don't have like every single case. And my opinion on the whole, like, Viacom, John Cosgrove, taking the videos off YouTube, and I'm kind of getting off track now, but it's kind of related to this, I guess, because it's Unsolved Mysteries. But anyway, like I was saying, like whoever it is that's taking these videos off, whether it's Viacom and John Cosgrove, or Cosgrove and his people alone, or Viacom, whoever, they own the rights to Unsolved Mysteries. They should actually friggin' make DVD sets of the series and put them out in different, and go by seasons, because there's a lot of different Unsolved Mysteries. There's quite a lot of seasons, and there was a whole, like, a ton of episodes. I don't even know how many there would have been, but that's always been my opinion on it. And I remember seeing Nam's Noodles video of him talking about that like a few years ago, when he first put it up, and I'm just like, yeah, this guy's right. They should do that. And that's what they should do, because if they're not going to let people put them on YouTube and keep them on YouTube, then release them on DVD, and that way you can make money off it. If that's what you're worried about, if you're worried about your copyrighted content, of people making money off of. Not that, people would make money off this anyway. I wouldn't, like I said, I could monetize my videos if I wanted to. Like, these Unsolved Mysteries videos, I could monetize them. But, cases like this, cases like with the missing persons and murders, I wouldn't monetize those. I think that's wrong to do to the family, and, to make money off somebody's death, or somebody, going missing or something like that. Or, like a most wanted video, like I just said, I think that's wrong to just kind of do that. Like, yeah, I would do it over like a UFO video or something like that, but, I wouldn't do it over this. And like, say I had Unsolved Mysteries cases, I wouldn't monetize them. Well, because for one, Viacom could find out and then get copyrighted, and then copyright, and then my channel could get taken down. That's if I had Unsolved Mysteries, but but like if that's what these guys are so worried about, then transfer the video library that you have to DVD, put it into HD kind of format type of thing, put it on Blu-ray or whatnot, and release it all over the world, and it would make them a ton of money because at least from guys like from my generation, from like the 90s and 80s and 70s and like all before that, when Unsolved Mysteries was kind of going on, like the 80s and 90s, early 2000s, guys from this generation that have seen like the reruns of the show back in the early days, because like back in the 90s, and like I said, I'm getting off topic from this case right here, and I'm just kind of rambling on here, but I was just a kid in the 90s. I was born in 93. But around like 2000, 2002, 2003, 04, they used to have the Robert Stack episodes up on Lifetime, I think it was. And I remember being home all the time watching the different cases and just getting the chills and kind of like kind of just like an eerie vibe to myself, when you'd hear Stack talking about the cases, and then you'd watch one of the like the most wanted cases of like some killer or something like that, and then like I was 10 or 9 or 10 at the time, when I was watching this stuff, and I'd get scared, I'd kind of like hide under my blankets and stuff when I was sleeping at night, and that's why I love this show. That's why I wanted to do this series, just because of I have memories of that. And Unsolved Mysteries is definitely it's a big part of my life. I remember being home alone lots of times, and it would be on TV, and or I'd be home from school and it'd be on TV, and I'd be home alone, and I'd start watching it, and I just have so many memories of watching it, and that's why I wanted to do these that's my whole reason for starting this series, really, is because of me as a fan as well, but also to keep the spirit of this show alive, because like I've said, there's really not anything on YouTube. They don't show it on TV anymore. They don't really have DVD releases about it, and that's kind of a slap in the face to all the families. To have people who have been murdered, or people who are missing, or most wanted people that have killed, that are still out there. And that's basically why I've done this series and why I started to do it. And like I said, I kind of got off track there, but yeah, thank you to the 19 subscribers who have subscribed to this channel, and I hope we keep growing, and I hope this more people see this series and they enjoy it, and fans like me who have loved the show, that are passionate about it, and know a lot of the good cases and stuff like that. We can discuss the case in the comments or whatever, and you can give me your thoughts and theories on it as well. But yeah, like I said, I kind of rambled on there. Sorry about that, and but I figured I wanted to get that out. I just wanted to give thanks for hitting 19 subscribers, one away from 20. It's pretty surreal to me, just because I remember when I had 1 subscriber, and then 2, and then 3, and then I had 4 for a while, and then I started putting out more other content as well as this stuff as well, and it kept getting views and stuff, and now we're at 19. It's surreal to me. I can't believe it, and I can't say thank you enough, because you know, I never thought that this would, you know, kind of get the reaction that it has, and I just appreciate that. And so, once again, thank you. So yeah, you know, since I haven't really posted anything in about a week until this video right now, you know, I'll be making another video. Another Unsolved Mysteries video. I don't know what I'm gonna do it about, and but once I do, I'll post it up, and I'll start, and you can check that out, as well as this one. If you like this video, give a like, subscribe, comment, give me your thoughts and theories on the case. If you want to follow me on Twitter, my link will be in the description, as well as my PSN if you want to follow me on, or if you want to add me on PlayStation. You know, I do live stream sometimes. Actually, if you go to my channel, you know, you can see my live stream content there, and you can check that out. It's pretty much just WWE 2K16 live streams, just kind of doing universe mode stuff. I plan to do other stuff, you know. I'm planning to do NHL 17. I'm waiting to get a bit better at the game, you know, because it's a lot different. It's a lot more slower paced than last year's game, so it's difficult to get used to. But I'm getting used to it. I may do a GM mode series or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, that's enough of, you know, promoting my crap in this video. This video is about Unsolved Mysteries and stuff like that. But yeah, you know, like, subscribe, comment. Like I said, my Twitter and PSN will be in the description if you want to follow me and add me on there. And, you know, that's pretty much it for this video. Like I said, there'll be another one straight after this. I just gotta figure out what I want to do. And I'll see you in the next one. Wayward out.